So I need me to know that I'm right. All right, so if you as the facilitator, Amanda, would write that one-liner down to make sure that you have the exact words. And then make sure, do you have the questions in front of you, Amanda?
Yeah.
Okay, and for everybody, you repeat the one-liner and then ask the question. And make sure you've left plenty of room for them to answer. And on questions 1 and 2, I prompt people that were just looking for a yes or a no, not an explanation.
So are we doing, I need me to know that I'm right, or I need him to know that I'm right?
No, we're doing, we're actually working your turnaround to see if it's,
okay,
if it's true and how you react when you believe it. So it's sort of a little investigation into a belief.
Cool.
All right, so Amanda, are you good to go? And I'm going to let you guys go, but I also might jump in and help or teach a little if I hope I don't screw up the flow of it. And we have.
So I just start with the 4 questions.
Yes, but under question 3, you can look and see if there's a sub question or 2 that kind of grabs you that you'd like to ask her about. And just to show, we can. I mean, I did Liz wrote in our Facebook group about her going to be meeting with her sister. We did like literally a 4-minute inquiry on that, and it shifted everything about her visit with her sister. So you've seen me do some long ones, but we really only have about 10 minutes here. So okay.
So your one-liner is still I need my husband to know that I'm right.
No, it's I need me to know that
I need to. Okay, just
and also, so when you are the holder of the one-liner, you say it from the perspective that you're talking to her. So you would say, Linda, in your situation with your husband, bring her back there. You need you to know that you're right. Is it true? You know what? Let's take out the you. I do think we're not involving him. You need to know that you're right. Does that sound okay? That's kind of a more natural way of saying it, and that sounds like that is what you were questioning. So you need to know that you were right. That's the one-liner. And this is a belief that we're working on. It just happened to be running in that situation. So yeah, go ahead.
So Linda, I'm hearing that your one-liner is you need your husband, or you need to know that you are right. That's yours.
Yes, it's true.
Well, she didn't ask the question yet.
Is it true?
Yes.
Can you absolutely know it's true?
No.
Okay. How do you react, and what happens when you believe that thought?
When I believe that I need to be right, that I need me to be right, I feel clenched and rigid and kind of alone. And afraid and not real safe because it's a reflection of other people not reflecting back the same sense of rightness. But so that's how it feels yucky in my body.
Wow, nice job naming all of those emotions. Now, who would you be without that thought?
And repeat the thought.
Yep. I need me to know that I am right. Who would you be without that?
We actually took the me out. I need to know that I'm right.
I need to know that I am right. That's right. Sorry, it's been around the block a few times.
Yeah.
I need to know that I am right. So how would you, or who would you be without that thought?
Sorry, I'm wondering, sorry, Amanda, you're doing great. I'm wondering if it might be freeing to say what I do also. Are there kind of two parts to that last question? It's like, how
Oh,
does it
there's lots. You
feel?
can go as far as you want. Yeah. And also
And
it's good to leave lots of time to, if just in case the person is about to go into some more stuff. So that's good. All right. And even though I told you guys we have to rush. So
oh yeah, that's right. So we don't have to do it, but
no,
it's
but
also
I think it
interesting
would be good if you were about to have some more things about what you do.
to explore. Yeah, what do I do? How do I react and act towards people? Is I I expect them, I have expectations, and expectations hurt in the end. But so yeah, so then I expect other people to get in line, and then I am waiting with bated breath to see if they're going to validate my rightness.
Mm.
So it's messy. Okay, thanks. Okay, so that's good to name.
Wow. That's
Wow. That feels heavy. Okay, that's awesome. It's good that we're turning that around.
nice level
Okay.
of honesty. Yeah. I mean, does that bring anything else to you, Amanda, in the way of wanting to? Anything else about the other questions or?
No, I feel like that was really juicy. So I think that to me, intuitively, I feel like that's time to go to the who would you be without that thought, because
Yeah,
she really opened that up just then.
beautiful. Yeah, I agree.
So Linda, well, the thought is, I need to know that I'm right. And who would you be without that thought?
Hmm. I would be open. I would feel more open. I would feel there's more flow. I would feel um, like safe um, that whatever happens is going to be what's meant to happen. That God is in control or something trustworthy. You can, yeah, and so
Well,
I'd be.
how about Linda, just close your eyes for a second. Just really take it in. How would you feel in your body? Who would you be without that thought coming up?
Yeah, safe and flexible and like a little girl that's going to be taken care of no matter what.
Nice. Great. A little girl being taken care of. I love it. And so, might we turn around this? I need to know that I am right. For example, to yourself, to others.
I mean, the only one that makes sense to me right now is the opposite. Is
Okay.
I don't need to know that I am right.
Great. Do you have any examples of how that is actually more true than the original statement, I need to know that I am right?
Gosh, that's a good question, Amanda. I was just feeling like this like weight off my shoulders
Oh, that's
is
awesome.
potential, but can I give an example of that's more true? That's really the work. So that's good that you asked that. Is it more true? I don't need to know that I am right. Yeah, I'll say it's true because I am in relationships with healthy people. I'm not with an alcoholic currently. So I have chosen healthy people to be in relationship with. So they've earned more trust. than I started out with.
Beautiful.
I don't need to know that I am right because I do believe that that life can look different and have a better plan than my brain. I do believe that I am not God.
Yes. Yes. Great. Great.
But that's the crux. Do I believe enough to feel safe enough to fall into the abyss?
So I wanted to jump in with that, our sort of 100%. I don't need to know that I'm right. Kind of the unless I do,
Oh.
until I do. And in some ways, it's almost like, can we ever know that we're really right? But in this case, if you feel right enough that it just feels right to you, it might be that those are one of those times where it's not against anybody else. It's just, okay, this is right enough for me for now, is sort of the reality showing up. Something like that, but just almost, I would even go to, I don't need to know that I'm right because I'm not sure I ever can know that. It's like a hopeless striving to believe that I'm the decider of rightness in any, this is right. And when you start to let go of that, I love that you felt that level of relaxation. I feel there's this ultimate safety in knowing that we can't know. Is knowing that our little monkey mind, our little cerebral cortex doesn't have a clue what we're even doing here. It's just like the idea that we could be right as opposed to something or someone else be wrong. So you can start to live in that as you live through everybody. But Linda, look for examples of how it's very sweet to not need to be right, or to even know that there is such a thing as right.
And Linda, did you have one more example that you wanted to share about how you don't need to know that you're right?
I just love that one. I'm not sure that I can ever know. That just really rings true because definitely as a fixer, I think I felt a lot of pressure that I was supposed to know and fix and make things better and control, and the freedom in my little monkey mind doesn't have to know always what's right. Pretty huge.
Nice. Awesome.
Because I don't have to.
You don't have to. No.
So I'm gonna jump into to wrap up here. Beautiful, you guys. And I want to add that when there isn't another person involved, when you're working a thought on yourself, or you're working just a belief like this, then the main two turnarounds are the opposite, which we just did. I don't need to know. And my thinking. So my thinking needs to know.
Oh, I could see that.
So it's kind of like it just distances it a little bit from you. And that helped me a lot to be able to go, oh yeah, my thinking believes it has to know. It believes that safety comes in the knowing that I'm right. And that's not so much you, but my thinking needs to know. And I can see my thinking over there needing to know. But I am okay with not knowing. It starts to, this is a helpful inquiry when you start to find examples of, yeah, my thinking needs to know. My thinking is very black and white. My thinking, so if you want to give us some examples of of how it might be your thinking that needs to know you're right, not you per se.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, my thinking needs to involve, like people were saying earlier, that it's the thoughts that are causing the pain. So it's the thinking that needs to evolve to catch up with reality. And that's something that, yeah, it's not its fault, it can to get those tools, and it's not all encompassing, my thinking.
Yeah, and it believed along the way that it would draw these conclusions in an effort to save you. So it's very tenacious, and you can thank it for all its efforts it got you through a lot by figuring things out and believing there's, I've got this. But yeah, in some ways, doesn't have to know. And I love another one about the I need to know story. I need to know that I'm right. I need to know what they're thinking. I need to know what's going to happen next. I need to know. Is a turnaround I came up with that at my very first inquiry, and it's I need to not know. It's very sweet to learn to be in the not knowing. So I need to not know. I need to just not know that I'm right. I need to not know that he's wrong. I need to not know all the things I thought I needed to know, and just be with that. That's a very kind of what we need until we learn how to do it. So can you think of an example of how you actually need to not know that you're right in that situation?
That sounds advanced. No, that still feels a little scary.
Yeah, that's okay. But maybe just I need to not know so that I learn to be in the not knowing, so that I learned this kind of humbleness that felt like it let your shoulders relax. I need to practice not knowing for now, because in some ways I can't know anyway. So it seems to be, if not knowing is what shows up, then that's what you need for now. I need to not know, because that's what I have when I realize maybe I can't know.
Yeah.
So, Amanda, anything else, since I kind of usurped your facilitation there? Do you want to have anything else for Linda, or that you've occurred to you?
No, I feel complete. I feel like you took it to a whole new level, and I'm not sure where else to go after that.
Yep. So beautiful. Just that I would say where to go is continue
I
to
didn't know if you
look,
heard that. Yeah.
continue to look for examples, everybody, of how you thought you needed to be right. You thought you needed to be right, and you thought you needed to know that you were right. So there's almost two levels. I need to be right. I need to know that I'm right. So and that makes sometimes other people, I need to know that they're wrong, because really what's happening, since we don't know what's going on here at all on this planet, our mind is coming up with hypotheses. Oh, are they mad at me? Okay, I think that's what's going on. But in effort to gain the illusion of control, the mind is very black and white, and it says they're mad at me. But we honestly don't always know what's going on. There's so many levels. Even if somebody is mad at you, they may be more scared than anything. So just that humbleness, that curiosity is very, very sweet. But thank you. Beautiful job, both of you. A lot of honesty there, Linda. And Amanda, you were great with the holding of the questions, the repeating of the one-liner, and giving her space. I would say
thank you
that.
so much, Amanda.
Thank you. Yes, thank you guys both for being brave here and getting in and do this.